Hello friends, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are going to deep dive into the world of deepfakes creation. So, whether you are imagining Anna de Armas as a Wonder Woman or Aishwarya Rai as Supergirl, or you think maybe Salma Hayek can be a better fit for the role of Blood Ryan if this series gets rebooted, Stable Diffusion and the ReActor extension will be at your service. Now, what is ReActor? ReActor is a face swapping tool which is quite fast and simple, and it has no NSFW filter. So just don't get you got it. You can use it any way you want, but use with responsibility. So in this video I will guide you how to use ReActor and how to do realistic face swap, whether on an existing image or you create an image in Stable Diffusion by using your imagination, creating a prompt and create a deepfake at that time. Okay, so in this video we will start with getting to know about ReActor. Then we will also I will tell you how you can download and install it. Then we can learn a little bit about how you can use ReActor, how you can do a little bit this and that. So without wasting a lot of time, let's get started. For this video, I am using Forge. If you don't know about Forge, there is a video. You can see the link in the I button. But Forge or Automatic AI 1111, whatever you want, the process will be same. Okay. So in this case, I am using Forge, which is quite fast as compared to Automatic 1111, and it is more polished version. So to install ReActor, you need to go to the extensions and you need to click on install from this URL, and then you can copy this, put it here and click install. Or if you want, you can also search it from here. If it is available, it will be available to install. So this is how. Now in my case, I already installed ReActor, so I don't need to do it again. So the ReActor is there. This is the URL which I am going to share in the link that you can use to install it by using a URL also. Okay, so let's move to our interface. So first let me close few tabs and we go to ReActor. Now this is the interface. Let me walk you through a little bit. So there are three options and majorly these two are used. So let's say it reads a lot, right? Single source image. You create, you drop an image here. For example, any celebrity or if you want, you can use your own image. You put it here, you type a command, and if you want, you can keep, the original creation also, and then you start with the deepfake. That is so simple. Also, this works on SD XL and SD model both. Okay, so to start with, let me start create a prompt and walk you through a basic deepfake creation. Okay, so let's first say I want a face. Let me use, let's say I want to use Salma Hayek. Okay, and I'm going to use this prompt. Let's turn Salma Hayek into an Indian queen. I will put this prompt in the description. Now it is like it's a 70s era. Let's make it 90s era. And this is a base prompt. If you want, you can look into it. Let's say I'm using real ALX real something like. I will give the link of this checkpoint also in the description. Okay, I want it in 3x4 format. Let me lock it and I will make it a little bit big, 512, 512. And I'm going to use 4x Ultra Sharp as a upscaler. This is my workflow. If you do not want to use high-res fix, it's up to you. Okay. Now we enable ReActor and I am going to save the original one and also use face mask correction. Rest everything is same. There is no changes. Just make it like 60 steps and I will hit generate. So once the image is created at 100%, it will wait for like a few more seconds to create the swap. It also depends on how good is your machine and how fast is your graphic card, but ReActor can work on both, on a CPU based machine also and on a GPU based machine also. So this is the original image and this is the deepfake. Salma had look a little bit Indian. Now let's say you want to swap a face on an existing picture. Okay, for that let's go into image to image and you can put any image here for where you want to swap. So let's say I want to swap it here on this image, and this image I downloaded from Pixabay, I believe. Okay, now first thing that you need to take care is you need to put the denoising strength to 0, and then you can match the resolution, keep it like 60 iteration or sampling step. Rest everything will remain same. I'm not writing any prompt. Now we will go to ReActor, put a face over here. Let's say I put Anna here and I'm going to use face mask correction. Okay, so let's start here. So this is how we do face swap in an existing image. Now let's talk about swapping multiple face where in an image there are multiple people. So you say like I want to swap, take an image where I want to swap 2 faces in one go. So let's say I have the same image here, and what I'm going to do, I am going to first do the same thing, denoising 0, step 60, and I will go to ReActor. But this time, instead of loading one image, I am going to load an image which contains 2 people. So I already prepared one, so I'm going to put this image. Now there is something which is called indexing. Now in this image we have 3 girls, so you can say 0, 1 and 2. Okay, and here we have 2, like 0 and 1. So when we are going to swap in this, so this is 0 and this is 1. Okay, now this 0 I want in image 1 and this I want in image 2. Okay, so what will happen now, when I click generate, it is going to swap it as per the index. Now you see, this is image 1, 0, 1 and 2. So here this was 0 and this is 1. So the 0 went on 1 and 1 goes on 2. So for example, if I put it like 0 and 2, let's see what happened. Now here the middle girl is not replaced. We have 0 which is replaced by 0 of this, and 1 was moved to third one, which is number 2 in this, and number 3 becomes number 2 here. It is a little bit confusing. Believe me, I also took some time to understand this thing. But once you use it 1 or 2 times, 3 times, you will understand the calculation. Also, there are scenarios when you have, say 2 people, male and female both, in an image. So let's see if I have something like that. First, let me see if I have something like that. Okay, let's see this image. Let me send it to image. And I want to swap only this male. Okay, so let's try. I will remove this image and I'm going to use 0, 1 and let's me add this image and let's see what happens. Same thing, 0 denoising, and I am going to replace male only. Okay, let's generate, see what happens. It won't going to do both in a go. It can either replace female or male. So here you see I have this image changed. Now in this same image, if I have, say, let me add this girl and I want to swap it with 0 and female only. Because, okay, now here why there are 2. Now suppose this is in this image, if there are 2 people, one like a male and then female, then it is going to detect only the female. Okay, so let's generate one more time. Believe me, input image matters a lot. Okay, so just make sure your input image is good. In this tutorial, I'm just using random images which I didn't even check for resolution, etc. Now here you see the image is replaced. Another option in ReActor is face model. So you can create a face model by using an image and then use that face model for creating your deepfakes. So for example, let me create a new face model. So I go here, tools, and let me select. There are 2 options. You can either use multiple images and then create a one face model, or you can create use a single image. For example, I use this image and make it like Selma and I save it. This particular model will be saved into your in your web UI models ReActor faces. Now when I go in this menu again and I refresh it, I will get face model. I created Salma few minutes back. So now what we will do, let me create an image. Okay, so same settings, nothing changed. In this scenario, I'm only using face model. Okay, and that we just created. Let's see what happened. So this is the output. If you see, this image is replaced, face is replaced, and we have an output. So this is like using a face model, and believe me, this work good when you are try to create something by using, I will suggest blending multiple images. You can choose 2 images of that person, or you can also try to blend 2-3 people and try to create a new version, a new virtual person, and then you can use it for creating deepfakes. In this setting, there is nothing much. I am using a graphic card, so I choose CUDA. If you have a CPU, you can use CPU. Rest everything is quite normal, I will suggest you to play with this particular tool and share your outputs with me. And that is all for today's video. If you have any question regarding this topic, you can always reach out to me. You can share your feedback in comments. And if you like this video, I'm sorry this become a little bit lengthy, but I have to cover everything in the ReActor, so it took around more than 10 minutes, around 15 minutes, I'm sorry. But I think it will worth of your time, and that's all for today. If you like, please share and subscribe my channel, and we will meet soon in the next video. Till that time, be safe, be healthy, and live long and prosperous. Take care.